Morning everyone. I'm on the roundhouse today, just doing some of the door, and just on the entrance at the moment it's blowing an absolute gale. So I've put the door on. I've just put that block of wood on there at the moment just to stop it slamming in the wind, because the wind's coming from directly behind me. So put the door in. I've put in the column on the right hand side, and that's just got a fillet render in there, so that sort of matches up. Next thing to do is just stick a lime coat on that, and I might be able to do that tomorrow. And then what I need to do is sort of sort out the mechanism for the door there. So I'm just going to open the door. I've got a huge log in the way at the moment. No, I won't. I'll go the other way. Excuse me for the noise. Right, just going to walk out. Sheep over there. Oh, just as a point of reference for you, Michael, that building down there through the trees is a water purification, and you can probably see that on Google Maps. So in between myself and that waterworks over there is the A396. So this is the corner of the field I'm in, and also on Google Maps, just over there, in the middle of that frame there's two oaks, and you can see that on Google Maps, and just give you an indication where we are. Right, I'll walk around because it's so windy at the moment. My tarps have been shredded, and I'm just going to leave those for the time being. I might actually stick a few nails in before I go, but I'm just walking around the front now just to show you what the door looks like. There we go. Really pleased with that. Looks really nice. So yeah, the door was painted white, was stained brown on the back of it. I've sanded it all down. It's taken me about 4 or 5 days, and I've just given it a coat of linseed oil. So that looks really nice. So what I'm going to probably do at the front of that is just give it a coat of oil on some of the exposed timbers, and that'll just give it a little bit of preservation. So I'm just trying to tidy this bit up. So today, door's gone in. Put this pillar in here, rendered all up there. There we go. Goes all the way down to the bottom. Rendered that in, and I'll leave that overnight, and I'll probably give it a lime coat tomorrow. So this is what it looks like at the moment. I'm just putting some timbers in on the top here, like that, just to tidy up that roof line and cover it. I think it looks quite nice. And then on the leading edge of this plastic here, I'm going to stick a long log all the way across there to cover the plastic. And then on top of the plastic will be grass and soil for the soil roof, or grass roof. So yeah, I'm starting these trims as well. I'll probably get this finished this week. It doesn't take too long doing that because I'm not stripping the wood. But they look quite nice, and it just hides that plastic on the underside. But the door's looking really good, really pleased with that. Just take a step back. I've just brushed down some of the timbers with a wire cloth, or wire brush, sorry, because I've got some lime here, there, everywhere. But yeah, that's looking good at the moment. And I'll stick some linseed oil on some of these timbers, I think. I may even stick them on the ends here, and it'll just bring out the colour of that wood, just give it a bit of preservation. But the lime's gone off really nice on there. It's really bright at the moment. There we go. And just brushed off some of this timber here, just to make that come up nice. So it's looking really good. Really pleased with that. It's just down the side. I haven't brushed down the end there yet. Just started doing around the tops here with a wire brush. And just going around these little gnarly pieces of wood here with the brush as well. So I've got a lot to do, but the entrance is almost done. It's just so nice to have a little dry retreat. So I'm just walking around, and that's just looking at the inside of the entrance from my window. So yeah, looking really good at the moment, really pleased with it. Next stage is I've got to order 10 sheets of ply. I've got a tarp there that's flapping around like a lunatic, so I'm going to have to do something with that before I go. I was going to leave it, but I think I've got to do something to salvage it. But everything is going okay, everything's going to plan. So I've done a few hours down here, put that pillar in, put the door in, a few modifications to the door to get sorted out because it's I got a bit of a high spot on part of the door frame, so it's just pushing the hinges out, so need to rectify that. I'm going to leave it for today just to allow that render to go off. But yeah, that gives you an update. See if I can get in through this way. I've got a big old log in the way, that's no trouble. Here we go, yep. Okay, just on the inside, let's close that. So yeah, next phase, stick a latch on there for the door handle. I'm just going to stick a door handle on it initially, just so it opens and closes, and then I'll think about a lock system afterwards. But I'm sort of thinking about having a bar of wood going across the door on the inside, and so it literally be like a wooden bar going across, just as a locking mechanism. Just put something big and chunky in there. But that's it. Yeah, it's all rendered up. That's dried really nicely. The top that I did about a week ago, that's gone off nicely now, so that's nice and dry. No cracks or any nasties in there. Got a bit of surgery I've got to do on this log. This is part of the roof structure for the entrance, and I need to sort of just shave this back a bit, just probably about 5 or 6 mil with a chainsaw, because actually when I open the door it just hits on here, so I wouldn't mind the door just going a little bit further back, because at the moment it's just colliding with air. So I've taken a little sliver off the corner of the top of the door there just to help that, but I don't want to take any more off because that's just going to look ugly. But I'll just modify this timber a bit with a chainsaw or a chisel and just shave a little bit off that. But there, that's it, coming on. Whoops, that's my flask of tea. But there we go. Standing back, looking in, and there's a lovely reclaimed door courtesy of Dennis on my street. So that's looking really good. Really pleased with that. Next thing to do on the door side is I'm going to I've got some sheets of ply here. What I'm going to do is just cut a trim of ply there, probably about 20 mil wide, run it all the way down to the bottom there, and then that's going on the outside of the door frame as a stop, and also that would just close up any gaps there, because the timber's a little bit wonky and that's about as straight as I can get it with a chainsaw, because it keeps moving about. But yeah, that's good, really pleased with that. So that's it, that's all I can do. Can't do much more today until I let that render go off nice and dry. I'm going to plug up those holes. That's what it looks like, just around the door, all rendered up. And down there. The door looks an amazing colour. That's just pine, by the way, and this is the side that was originally painted brown. But I managed to get all the paint off. But the stain has actually left a little bit of residue in the wood, so it just gives it that aged look. And I'm really pleased with that. And that's what it looks like at the bottom. And that's all around that timber I've done, all been rendered. And then just going around the top there, just need to plug those holes up and just finish off the top of the door frame, because at the top here I do have a cavity, and I'm going to probably have to put some sort of piece of wood over that just to seal off the air from coming in on the top. But yeah, apart from that, looking good. And that's it. That's it for today. Window needs a clean. Yeah, next phase, put some panelling on the main roof. There we go. Start panelling this up next. Right, I'm going to stop now because the wind's blowing an absolute gale. I'll come back to you soon. Take care. Bye.